As a retailer, are you winning the battle for relevance? And if you weren't, would you even know? Because the reality is, most businesses and brands are actually a long way down the path toward becoming irrelevant before they have any clue. And by the time they realize it, sometimes it can be too late. When you look at Kodak, you look at HMV Music, even think of BlackBerry as an example of this. In the space of 3 years, BlackBerry went from having 43% market share to having just 5.2% market share in the US. That is how quickly a brand can go from hot to not, how quickly you can lose the battle for relevance. And right now in the retail sector, there is a perfect storm of technological, social, demographic changes, which mean that the future in retailing is going to be very different to the past. Business as usual is not going to cut it in the years ahead. See, the challenge for leaders and brands in the retail sector right now is how do you reinvent yourself in the face of these changes in order to stay ahead of the curve, but also ahead of the competition. And see, the focus of my work in the last 9 years has been to track some of the dominant trends and shifts that are affecting business and society. And in this presentation called Winning the Battle for Relevance, what I look to do is draw in a lot of that experience and actually give audience members some powerful insights into the key trends that are going to change what you do in retailing over the coming 5 to 10 years, particularly looking at the influence of new technologies, but also new generations of consumers who are buying different things in different ways and for different reasons. But this session isn't just about future trends. It's about how do you navigate some of these shifts in order to emerge from this time of upheaval and disruption stronger and more relevant than ever. Because plenty of brands have done just that. You think, for instance, of IBM or Harley Davidson or Lego. I mean, Lego is probably the best example of this. A company that over their 80-year history has gone from making plastic blocks to play sets and then embracing, as times and needs and technologies changed, embracing online gaming and then smartphone apps. Today, Lego is more profitable, more relevant as a brand than it has ever been before. What can we learn from a brand like Lego? In this presentation, what I do is I draw from best practice examples within the retail sector from around the globe of companies and brands who are doing just what Lego did, reinventing themselves in the face of change and seeing some phenomenal results. And that's my goal at the end of this presentation, that audience members would leave with a clear action plan for riding the waves of change in the years ahead. Now, as Charles Darwin said, it's not the strongest that will survive, nor is it the most intelligent. He said, it is those who are most responsive to change. And that is profoundly true. Whether you're talking about an organism or an organization, we all face the same choice, the same decision. Will you evolve or will you face extinction? I don't know about you, but I think the first option is a far smarter one.